Hello, hello, hello. I am live. Welcome to more Love Magick Chat. I am your host, Markangelo Lyons, the Archangel of Lions, but your dad just calls me Mal. Hi, hello, my malcontents. How the heck are you? We are looking at a semi-round 2. I'm sorry, I thought my volume was turned down. It was not. There's only so much of a checklist I can keep in my mind at my age, at my tender, ripe age of almost 52. And thank you. I know I don't look it. Thanks, Mom, for the skin DNA and the gods for all the magic. Hi. We are free-forming tonight. We're going to stick to our usual itinerary of activities. We're going to start with our schmooze hour, as we usually schmooze hour. That was when I used to have parties at the house. We used to have a schmooze hour. And then we would call everyone's attention together, and then we would cast circle and call quarters, do a little something, take it all down, and then get drunk. But that was a long time ago. I have eschewed such behavior. And you know, when you live on 2 acres of property on the water, you can get away with that. So I can't get away with that where I live now, because I live in a condo development, a very nice one too. I wouldn't do that to my neighbors. Hi, speaking of High Priestess, hello, hi, sweetheart. So good to have you back, High Priestess. How were the high seas? Are you still on the high seas, my dear? See, high C here is a drink. I don't know if it still is. It used to be high C. I guess it was just high in vitamin C, whatevs. Hey, Maul. And there's my Maul Flanders. Quite a pistol, that woman. A pistol packing mama. You should see her flowers. That was bad. Let's hope I don't have to take a sip of water for every time I make a dad joke or a pun joke. Otherwise, I won't get much else out these days. Well, all these twinks keep calling me daddy. It's got to rub off a little bit. It's having a bit of a subconscious effect. Good to see you. No, I'm back on Dryland. Yay. Love. Very glad to have you back. So we're going to do, you know, our usual chat time, schmooze time till 11 p.m. Eastern time. I keep an eye on it usually, or someone else does. Sometimes we cruise right past it when we're talking. So we'll make our 11 p.m. make a wish. And then we'll say a little opening prayer. And I thought we would do some chat, some Q&A about Love Magick, because people always have questions about them. Particularly, they love to talk about, but what if, right? You know, those hypotheticals, but what if it's this and that and this and that, and you really want his brother? You know, it's like I've been fielding those questions since I was practically a teenager with tarot, let alone magic. Good. You're all tussled looking. Oh, I took a shower because this is wet still. That's why I'm a little tussled. No, I didn't have a hookup beforehand. I decided tonight I had to choose between Chipotle or hooking up with somebody in pandemic, and I chose Chipotle. I think I made the right decision, because you really can't do both, so to speak, or not. Silent but deadly. Yeah. So speaking of love magic, already I'm sure the peppermint and blood orange essential oil market has had a run on it since last night. What? Yes. Much safer. Much safer for. You see, I am a living public service. So they say, Saint Mal of the Savillians, except I'm not in Saville anymore. Saint Mal of the Suffolks. That makes me sound like British royalty, and I'm pass. No offense, but pass. No more royalties. No royalty. Royalties is different. I'll take some royalties if they are due me. But no, I don't think I want to do another royal life again. Too many guillotines and coups and coup de grace and pot de berets, and it's just on and on. So let's have fun tonight. The moon is in in Virgo, my sun sign, yes, thwarping the fan left, right, and center, because it's very ASMR. You have to admit. You have to. Feels good. Feels good. Feels good. Hello, sweetheart. Hi from Anita. Hi, 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 hi. Oh, is there crazy lightning and thunder out there? Oh, hello, Between the Worlds. Hi, Nancy. Hello, Gigi. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi. Gotcha. So let's see. Everyone should still bow to you, though. Oh, okay. Oh, it's Meow Meow Doll Baby. Bow to my fan. Yeah. Today was a weird day, and I think I'm not exactly sure, but I had something happen like about 20 minutes or so ago. It actually happened early today, but I think I only realized it. The universe is screwing with me, and it's about Farm Boy. I think, well, I don't want to like throw something out there and then retract. It's just I'm not sure yet. So I want to wait a little bit. I only kind of realized something went, is that who I think it is? Let's just say I was on a social networking app of sorts, and where you get to kind of thumbs up or thumbs down, and if it's both thumbs up, they let you know that it's thumbs up. And at first I was like, yeah, he's cute, whatever. I think it might be Farm Boy. And I think because it's me, like he has his face obscured with the camera. So I have a feeling it would be really weird. Wouldn't shock me, but it kind of would. Especially with the amount of magic I've been throwing, but not necessarily at him. Yeah, I don't throw magic at him. Thank you very much. I don't need to throw magic at any man. Why, when such love spells do it for you, right? Let's see. Mall Flanders. Yes, everyone should know that they must genuflect. No. No, you got to remember, I was a high priest and an elder. Technically, I am an elder in the community because I did serve as a high priest and a high priest of a coven, but I'm no longer a part of the coven, or at least I don't consider myself. Maybe I'm still on their books. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm not in their roles. We don't talk. It's so funny how we don't talk anymore. Get that hydration in where you can. Ooh, I'm running low. I'm going to have to parse these out. Or I might have to get up and run into the kitchen 10 feet away. Well, it's a good thing I'm wearing sweatpants. I was going to wear my supervillain underwear tonight, but I decided against it. Prophecy, prophetic, clairvoyant. Oh my God, I laughed so hard. Oh, good. No idea what you're laughing at, but I'm glad that you are. You did some super duper, yeah. Love Magic. That wouldn't surprise me if it was Farm Boy or some aspect of him. I mean, it kind of looks like him, but I can't really tell. And I'm looking at the cargo shorts that he's wearing. I'm like, I think I know those cargo shorts. I mean, I would have a pair just like them, kind of, sort of. It would just be weird. It would just be weird. Which means, oh, and it looks like he was in a hotel. See, that's what I was just like. You know, it's sort of like when you're watching a movie and then later a piece of information reveals itself and you kind of look back at the movie and go, wait a minute. It was totally one of those moments. My guides have been screwing with me something serious today. So I don't know. We're going to see. We are going to see. That's all right. And I don't even want to tarot it yet. I'm going to give it a little while, let it gel, unless I can't sleep, in which case. But I have a client tomorrow. I have a 1 p.m. client to get ready for. So I can't be up all hours of the night because I still have 2 more twin flame readings to do. Thank you, Ma Flanders. Thank you for the super chat. What song is that? Good morning, Captain. Oh, it's the old Captain Kangaroo song. Oh, my God. Oh, God, I don't even know the songs that I'm singing at this point. I'm getting another bottle of water. See, I am wearing pants. Proof positive. Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, is wearing sweatpants. Yes, and a cardigan because it's a lovely, comfy look. Although I tell you, I almost wore my supervillain underwear tonight. It's like twins. Oh no, it's the sign of the twin flame. Twin drop, more like water. Where is Mari? Good question. There's my D. Hi, D. Hi, D. I come right in on an 80s reference, don't you just? See, if you are new to my channel, I know you probably know me through my readings, whatever. Maybe you're just scrolling by and you jumped in here because you saw Love Magic. We actually have a pretty cool community that really was fostered in its infancy on Facebook, the Mark Angelo Lyons Mal for short Facebook group. There's a link in the description box below. There always is. Because we're getting to know each other. Oh, and I was supposed to go to Saratoga August 1st. I bumped it to August 8th because August 1st is Luchnassad. So I'm going to put together a little program for us because it's a high holy day. I thought it was, though I am no longer a high priest, I feel like it is somewhat my duty to present what I know about such things, to pass it on to the younger generations. And particularly the millennials, just like throwing 80s references at them so they don't know what's real and what's not. Why is he drinking that now? I tease them because there are so, I have been, there's our Mari. Hi, Mari. Hey, sweetheart. We still have time. We still have 5 minutes until the wish. Because apparently the millennials want to date me. They do. Like, they've been, the gods have been throwing millennials at me, all men, thank you. I appreciate that. That's less awkward. Like ninja stars. Like, they come out of nowhere. Like, really, like, all of a sudden, there's a millennial, like, coming for me. But, you know, if they're not masked, it's not happening. That's all I've got to say on this subject. Yeah. And plus, I'm visiting my parents, who are obviously older than me because they're my parents. Yeah, let's just leave that there and move on. Ninja stars, they do. They just sort of appear out of nowhere. Can I take a selfie with you? No. How did you get in my bathroom? No. Do I radiate daddy? I don't think I radiate daddy at all. Well, I guess it depends on what your daddy issue is. Oh, I have a feeling we're going to cackle tonight. Oh, the cackleometer might break. Let's break the cackleometer, shall we? Cackleometer. That actually sounds like a thing. I don't know. The cackleometer like went red. I don't know what it means. INXS. I don't get it. Hi, Grace. Hi. I'm already having a field day. I don't care about the rest of you. This one, Christopher. Hey, sweetheart. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi, Grace. Hi, Mari. This was really fun. I mean, really, you guys got me through this challenging time on planet Earth. Still not allowed to talk about it, but that's okay. I'd rather have the video monetized, honestly. Considering I'm not the only, it's not like just me. See, I don't know if I mentioned it last night, but I have very powerful toes that I can actually grip things with my feet, and the flattest feet ever. I have very, very flat feet. I actually can make suction cuppy noises on wet tile floor. Marble tile, you can hear an echo. How would I know that? Let's just say I do. Yeah. Look at people. Are we having a bidding war? Okay. All right. If we get close to $50, I will reveal clavicle. No, I won't. I mean, I can't anyway. It's just a clavicle. That everybody's, yeah, not that big of a deal. Wear a tank top. I'm wearing a cardigan. Oh, but look, it's massive. It's huge. Did you see that piece he had on him? Okay, 2 minutes until wish. Do you have your wish ready? It's 11:09 p.m. Do you know where your wish is? I know where mine is. Hi, Mel, sing for us. Wait a minute, we have to make our wish first. I wish, yeah, let's not go there. That's pretty outdated. I can't get away with that anymore. I don't think anybody can. I know what I'm wishing for. Is Michael in here too? Michael Starziak, bless your heart. Yeah, he's shown a bit of crystal. Now, nowadays, that means something different. You see, we're older. We don't know all the slang. But, you know, when I hear the word crystal, I think mystic crystal revelation or, you know, a rock. But no, not anymore. These kids and their synonyms. In my day, we had a synonym bun maybe once a year, and we were happy. We were happy about it. We were content. I heard that a lot. We bled from our eyes when we were kids, and we were content. Oh, no wonder you're martyrs now. Got it. Am I speaking ill of my elders? Yeah, it's okay. I'm an elder. I'm allowed. I'm keeping my eye on the time. Get ready for your wish. Make it a good one. It's a Virgo moon on a Thursday night. It's like Dionysus and Papa Zeus hanging out together. So let's do it. Let's do it. Make that wish. Make that wish. Make that wish. Make it hard. Make that wish. 11, make a wish. For the well-being of all and harm to none, as I will it, so let it be done, so mote it be. Not that it would harm anybody necessarily, but you never know. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's dive right into a prayer and get to work. We're going to talk about love magic tonight. I'm going to do as much Q&A as I can. And I asked you if you had some kind of rock, crystal, stone, mineral, something, a ring, piece of jewelry, because the moon is in Virgo tonight, but tomorrow the moon will be in Libra, and a waxing moon on Libra. Libra is ruled by Venus, while at the same time being on a Friday, which is Venus's day, Vendredi, Venus's day, Freya's day, Frigga's day, depending on who you read. It's just really good for love magic, relational love magic in particular, but we'll talk about that and see what comes up. Shall we? Surely. Hold on, let me just scroll down there a little bit. I had to keep up with y'all. Okay, are we ready to rock and roll? Let's rock and roll. Here we go. Everybody get comfortable in a position you can stay in for a couple of minutes. We're going to pray. Just give me a minute. Because I want to be centered. You don't want to do a prayer off-centered in my... Here we go. Oh my God, his aura just got very intense very quickly. It's okay, it can stay there. I'll sit between fire and water. Breathe. In a way, it's not that this is the best part, but it's the best way to begin. Check in. It's like there was everything that happened before this prayer, and now everything that will happen after this prayer. So let go of the past. Like each breath severs cords backwards, those that no longer serve the psychic weight of the day, being exhaled and lifted off you as you relax. And do that, relax, knowing that your relaxation is in service to all of life, really. That you create less tension in the quantum field by your own personal relaxation. Something as simple as focusing on your breath. Something as simple as tuning to your body. Giving it what it needs, neck roll, shoulder shrug, stretch. So that your focus can drop down deeper. Feeling your body and your energy from the inside, here and now. And do allow your attention to rest somewhere that feels like center in your body. Some people go for chakras, but really whatever feels like center for you is fine. And allow your breath to touch in and be in that place a little bit. Breathing in all you need. Exhaling all you don't, just for this moment. And it is from this place I pray. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is, the force of universal love that holds every particle and subparticle, atom and subatomic aspect together in all timelines of all lifetimes in all dimensions. We surrender our time spent together to this love. God, masculine, goddess, feminine, all that is the Tao, the totality, the singularity that is love. May this time together serve love's purposes, because we're here only to be truly helpful. We're here to represent you who sent us, so we don't have to worry about what to say or what to do. Because you who sent us are directing us, and we're content to go wherever you wish, knowing that we do not go there alone and that we will be healed as you teach us to heal. Please show us what you would have us do, where you would have us go, what you would have us say, and to whom, because we don't know. We don't know. We don't know what the plan is. We don't know the right thing to do. We barely have an idea of what true love is. But we are willing to be shown. We let go and let God. We let go and let Goddess receive all energies that we have created up to this moment. We release them to the will of the greater power of true love, accepting that everything is becoming fully balanced in its own time and place. And that there has always been a greater good manifesting, and it is still manifesting here in the now. And so we breathe in all we need for this instant, and breathe out all we don't for this instant. And that is the eternal covenant of the sacred breath, that we will always have all that we need in the moment. And we will always be ready to release what is ready to be released in the moment. Through the inhale of the divine feminine, the exhale of the divine masculine, all in the synchronicity and sacred breath of the divine that we are as one. Thank you, God, Goddess, all that is. Thank you. So mote it be. And so it is. Just take a moment. Integrate that a little bit. Yawn or something. Do something. Thank the gods for the grace of prayer. Saved my ass more times than I can count. Anyway, hi. So, what, who, what, where? What? Is that a band? Is that a band Sardonyx? This? Wait a minute. Hold on. We got a whole lot of questions going on here. What? Hold on. Wait. Where's? Okay. I gotta scroll back up. Y'all been talking during the prayer. Don't you know? That's wait. We walk 5 miles to school. Okay, got it. Hi, Grace, Mama B. Hi. Deal's a hi, Mama. Oh, DDD, so true. Mama, 20 miles back and forth. Don't know what that means. At night. Okay, great. Sardonyx. This is Alexandrite a member of the Sard family? I don't remember. Oh, please. It's bad enough to remember herbs and chants and all of that. I got to remember the molecular structures of the mineral kingdom as well. Like, what about personal love? Well, what does personal love got to do with it? Okay, now I think I've somewhat cut off. Is the band Sardonyx? I think I answered that. If that was to me, oh, it's a rock. I'm sorry. Okay, all right. We're all caught up, I think. So, look, Love Magic. Said it before. Most of you, I'm sure, watched the video last night or watched it since to prep for this. No, it's all good. We're all good. Love magic, as I said, the most dangerous form of magic. I found this out the hard way over and over again, and yet still. The call to love magic is a fascination for me in the sense that there is like we talked about last night, a means of creativity, a means of expressing a divine desire through magic and spell work. And I think there's nothing wrong with it unless it becomes psychic flypaper, to paraphrase, because I say this a lot. If you're digging a magical pit and covering it with banana leaves and baiting it with a $100 bill, waiting for somebody to fall into it, that's not really love. That's a trap, is exactly what that is. And psychic traps, what you hook, that way you get hooked to, because you know on some level it was manipulation. And nor do I think, well, people seem a little actually easily manipulated nowadays. Just watching things happening in the world, but that's a different story entirely, and I'm steering away from it now. But that's not really the love magic that gets you what you need. The truth is that that love magic as an art form is really about helping you to not just express, but be comfortable with your true heart's desires. Because our true heart's desires, here, come closer. If you come closer to the goddess. They're terrifying. Your true heart's desires are such a threat to your ego and your personality and any wound that you've ever had. So that's why magic, you said, yes, I want a boyfriend. I want a girlfriend. I want true love. Careful there, Missy. True love means you're going to have to confront the false love in your life as it is dismantled before your eyes. Didn't say it was easy, but I've been doing true love readings now for over a year. So if you've been following me, you get the gist. So I thought what we would do tonight, I agree, people give their power away. It's so easily to the wrong things. But here's my take on it. In the quantum field of unity consciousness that we're moving into, we're going to find that we never made mistakes, that the things that we think of as the wrong people were completely scheduled and for our highest good, which sounds like, but it's that Matt Kahn mantra that I've really come to treasure. Only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. And think about spell work and visualization and vision boards and creative visualization and, oh my God, manifestation work in and of itself. The highest possibilities come to be, whether we envision them or not. But that doesn't mean you're not allowed to want what you want and put it into form. And like, otherwise, what's the point of art? I mean, really, why sing, right? Why stitch together a costume and put on a show in your backyard? You know, why have YouTube? It's all art. This world kind of, sort of, is all inspiration into manifestation. That's what art is. Oh, somebody write that down and quote me. So why not in the things that are most important to us, our heart's desires? But I will tell you this, you got issues with your parents. Do I have to say anymore? Like, if you have unresolved issues with your parents, what makes you think you're not going to work that out in your sexual romantic relationships? Of course you are. Sigmund Freud, white courtesy telephone. I mean, you know, they're the first people we come into contact, or lack thereof, right? Totally imprints, totally written into the script and the character of your life. So, you know, it's like, oh, what crystal's good for that? What's essential oil? It's like therapy. Yeah, helpful. If you really want a happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, romantic, sexual soulmate contract, which is what I do those soulmate reads about, then get that your most invaluable tool to get there are your traumatic twin flame relationships teaching you how to love yourself. After that stuff, then the spells become a way almost of psychological release and saying, here's what I think would be wonderful for me. I place it into the hands of the higher powers, gods, goddesses, what have you, in perfect love and perfect trust, so that it doesn't have to be on your mind all the time. It's in good hands. I almost said an insurance company. So we good there? Do I have my premise sort of nailed down on the floor? That's okay. No worries. No, sorry, you don't know what I'm referring to. Sorry, I got to get closer here. Mal, that Libra reading. Oh my God, no, I know. These twin flame readings are brutal this time, and I can't help it. I can't, like, there's no way I can sugarcoat what they're showing me, what they're telling me, and what's actually hitting the table. I mean, none of you really get to see what happens before I hit the record button, but I pray, I bless the cards. Like, I'm really like, make this the best thing ever, truly helpful. And my agreement is to read them as I see them. That's my agreement with them. So it's tricky stuff. Okay. Let's see. The Illustrated Guide to Crystals. Okay, okay, okay. New book. The library is open. I love you, Chris. I do, I do, I do. Am I reading you all for filth? Oh, well. I'm reading you all because I love you. And because I am not afraid of having my heart broken anymore. After Farm Boy, I mean, he can come back around and just try. You can't powder dust, right? You can't powder something. Wow, let's break your heart of powder. Nope. 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 And really, if we are meant to do a dance together again, we will. But in the meantime, honey, the gods. Have I mentioned the 30-year-old ninja stars appearing out of nowhere? I mean, it's bizarre. It is just bizarre. Although I had a gentle Ben. I didn't know. I realized I set a bear trap, but one wandered into it. Oh, dear good God Almighty. So, does anybody have a question? Does anybody have a question they would like to ask me about love magic in general before we zap a rock? Because that's what we're going to do. We're going to grab a crystal and we're going to charge it and we're going to point and shoot. Oh, dear God. Hold on. People are commenting on other things and it's popping up. Love the reads. I watch every sign. North, south node. Wow, you're really into it. Good. I'm so glad. I mean, those the majority of my readings are relational based because I'm the true love witch. Eventually, is what you're all going to probably end up calling me. Because to me, there's nothing else that I want. True love. Your true love life partner, like that's one of the things. You call it whatever you want. They don't care what we. You guys get that the higher powers, the higher dimensional selves, do not care what we call the divine at all. It's just like when a baby can't say your name, right? So it says something else. So many examples are flooding into my head, clairaudiently. Stop. You know what I mean, right? They understand because they are us. A lot of apparently eighth dimensional beings are us in the future looking back at this. So we make it, right? It's all going to work out, but they're not going to destroy the story for us. They're not going to tell us what's going to happen, but they do drop hints and they can communicate through divination. So whenever you have an impulse to do a spell of any kind, and an impulse starts like a creative itch, sometimes it can be like, ooh, it's full moon. What do I want to do? Like, Saturday night. What do I want to make tonight? And sometimes it's like, I have to do this right now, right? Well, see that as a creative impulse to prepare you psychologically for that which is scripted to already come in. Because I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I think even jealousy and desire is just an intuitive knowing on some level, but the ego, the personality have to prepare itself for it. So, I mean, read a lot of that's from Matt Kahn's book, Everything is Here to Help You. It's a really good book. This one is really good and not a hard read, by the way. I wouldn't say he was over pedantic, which is such an over pedantic thing to say, if you ask me. All right, so I'm looking for questions here. Bear trap, true love witch. I'll shoot you a message after this. I have a few more. Oh, good. That's somebody else. Magical bear trap spell. Well, first you need scruff. I'm gonna move on. Honestly, I am so numb. The idea of love, any kind of love, is really lost on me. Okay, time out. Everybody time out for me, because this is an important stage. What Mama B just said there is an incredibly important stage on the path of true love, because you have reached a place of oversaturation with false love. Conditional love is false love. Now, I'm not saying in order to love somebody unconditionally, particularly in a romantic sexual context, that they can go from flower to flower to flower to flower to flower. No. If you negotiate a monogamous agreement, it's a monogamous agreement. Remember, I was raised by lawyers. So, but if you don't, you don't. If you negotiate something poly or open or whatever, that's totally your call, right? You do you, right? But there is relationship fatigue, no question. And although you say in any form, there's kitten love and puppy love. And I don't mean puppy love. Muskrat love. Oh, they're both still alive. That can't possibly them as spirit guides. Oh my God, I can't believe they're playing muskrat love. I'm sure the youngins are like, What the hell is muskrat love? It's a classic novel. Anyway, tonight, one of the things we can do, let's do a praise, gratitude, love circle. Remember that? We start with praise, we go into gratitude, we move into the vibrational love. Did a piece of that in the meditation last night, snuck it in. Didn't even tell you I was going to do that. But that kind of uplifting, divine love, true love, that's the T. Well, it is. That's the truth. That's what all of these other relationships are helping us have an infrastructure for. Every heartbreak has made your heart bigger. Oh, it sucks. It's true. It sucks. It's true. Usually things that are really like major capital T true suck on the spiritual path. But not all of them. And they're all worth it. And you all look back later, because we have, if you look at your path, you look back and you go, oh, I just didn't understand at the time it was all perfect. That means it's all perfect. And that sucks right now. And that's okay. Muskrat love. I know. Love. Love's greatest reward. Can you cast a love spell for self, love, and respect? Of course you can. And the goddess for that, I find, is Artemis. Artemis, one of the threefold goddesses I work with, Artemis, Diana, Hecate, are one of my maiden mother crone triads that I work with. I have others. Hecate's in a number of them, actually. She's a really good crone that way. But Artemis, the goddess of the Amazons, boundaries, right? A virgin goddess. Even Athena to an extent, but she tends to be more third eye. If you're looking for love of self, plus the association with the goddess of the moon, absolutely. She is also a goddess of lesbians, I will say, because she is the Dianic movement, if you will. Not saying that they're all lesbians necessarily, but I love Dianic witches. That's why I think next life, like, no kidding. If I have to come back, like, I think I want to come back as a lesbian. I do. Because I love women so much. I can't, because I love it. It's like true love. It's high, holy love. Men, not so much. Am I blushing? I didn't know I still could. So let's see. These lessons, honey, I know, but that's what we came here to do. Matt Kahn said something in one of his videos, and it was only one that came out maybe a month or so ago, that he said where we're from, he calls it heaven. Some of us do call it heaven, and some of us don't, whatever. Higher vibrational realms. He said that manifestation is so fast, and that's why we are so impatient, right? So we think, I said cherry pie, but instantly I had the song in my head, She's My Cherry Pie. And I was like, oh my God, look at her hair. So that's not a good example. But let's say a hostess cherry pie. You think, and there it is. Like, it's very Idru Magini. It's very Samantha Stevens. It's very Endora, right? Which is why we all think magic should be that way. And it's not here. Why? Because we come here to have the story. We come here for time to experience the journey. But that's why we get impatient and we're like, what am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong. It's just not time yet. And if it's something that you really want to cast for, it's on its way. And that's all different kinds of magic. But this is where the danger is with love magic. Your heart gets attached to an outcome. And the best that you can do is indirect manifestation. Use the magic as a creative tool to feel the emotions you want to feel to the best that you can. And allow those, and you don't have to push them out into the universe, but the more you breathe and hold the emotion, I don't want to be too definite about this because it's the quantum, and even the genius quantum physicists are still like, well, it's a probability, you know, they're hedging their bets too. But essentially, that's how you shift timeline, is through emotion. That it's really complex and really simple all at the same time, and that's quantum for you. And I don't completely understand the math part of it, please. But I see lots of goddess names flying by here. Good. Ask you, all the virgin goddesses flying past my eyes like a hallucination. But that's the thing. So what you start with, for example, let's just say self-love. What does self-love feel like? What does self-love feel like? And if you're drawing a blank, then the intention is, I intend to feel self-love. I don't know how to get there, but I want to. I want to feel self-love. I want to feel self-respect. I want I want, and then move that want to intend. And that's how you build a spell. You start with what you want and why. I want to experience more self-love. Why? Because that's the love that only I can give myself. And what am I waiting for? Right? Well, you think the gods don't want you to know that stuff? They don't care how you do it at that point, just that you are be willing. You know, it's something from the Course in Miracles that I will never forget. All it takes is a small willingness, but a small willingness consistently applied. So this is why grand high ceremonial magic, which is very intricate, it's, for me, in matters of the heart, it's too cumbersome. That sometimes you can do more with a feather than you can with a lightning bolt, with love magic in particular. But that is the foundation. Yeah, holding on to outcome is such a killer. Feeling the Abraham Hicks with the feeling of the feelings. Yeah, and Abraham Hicks certainly has brought a lot of quantum, but they don't talk about it in terms of quantum. So people are and it's not Abraham's fault. It's just what the ego does with manifestational information. It turns it into getting more stuff, and then people end up being stuff. You feel that? Right? My soulmate. I want my soulmate. I want my lover. Well, now you've commodified another soul in a human body. See what I mean? Tricky, 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 tricky. Now we have to go through that phase, but be aware of it. That ain't love. That's hunger. That's, I'm hungry. Well, then love what arises. Now, that doesn't mean that I have not done spells in the love category that haven't put my scent on the wind, as it were, which is a nice way of saying it, my musk all over the island, so to speak, to, you know, perfect love in a perfect way, a perfect guy who's here to play for the highest good and harming none, as I will, so let it be done. It's a booty call spell, right? Perfect sex in a perfect way, a perfect partner to come and play for the highest good, right? Your intention can be anything, but see, this is where men hear this, and I'm not saying all men. Let's say more of the divine masculine part of us. It's like, all right, then all of a sudden it's a trip to Costco, right? Making out our list, what it is that we want. But I noticed the more feminine can be a bit more reticent. It's like, well, I don't know. Can I really ask for what I want? Yes. What do you think the rise of the divine feminine is about? I've been talking to a lot of women lately about their romantic sex lives. And as a reader, I have been for decades. And I kind of want to say to all y'all, enough's enough. It's okay for you to want what you want. It's not going to be the end of the world if you get what you want. You may have to let go of some conditioning that you picked up along the way from society, your parents, your religions of origin, blah, 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 blah. But that was written in the script, and you needed something to push up against. A grain of sand in the belly of the oyster to make a pearl of wisdom. Work, witch. Yes, yes, witch, work. I think that calls for a sip of water. Anticlimactic. Is that my divine feminine manifesto? My DFM, that sounds like a body spray. Just saying. Just saying. I'm trying to do all that self-respect thing. Well, and honoring yourself, I'm telling you, for me, and we can get into this at another time, the inner child work is the simplest and the fastest and the most effective for me. For me. But I have listened to some inner child meditations that I was just like, I just can't with this. So I think it's instead of seeing it as a healing technique, it's a relationship. It's the relationship with your inner child. It's the relationship with the innocence of your heart that's been written upon. But even that which has been written upon, there is a part within there that has never been written upon by anything in this world. The true innocence of your heart. And you can call that your higher self. So it's a lot. There's a lot. And that's why relationships are the most important thing. It's how we learn our hardest lessons. Even our relationships with our bodies, our relationships with money, our relationships with the world, right? Not just necessarily other people. Do you see how tiny the romantic sexual piece is of the entire puzzle? I mean, it's important. What did Dr. Phil, oh my God, am I going to quote Dr. Phil? He said that in a marriage, if a sex life is good, it's 10% of the relationship, and if it's not, it's 90% of the relationship. And I agree. And that's why it's really important for both partners, because we're in 2020, for people to ask for what they want, right? And go for it. Go for it. And I think this time we're in particular, because we can't go for it, is making us acutely aware of what it is we want to go for. That was a little circular, but cope, right? Whew, I'm just going off for you all. Oh, my friends always tell me too high of standards and should settle. Ha! Ha! Try being a purple-haired witch. Just gonna say, no, 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 no. But look, I also don't turn people away that the gods throw at me. That doesn't mean I sleep with all of them, mind you, but it does mean that I'm like, okay, hi, soul in a body. I don't say that. I mean, unless the vibe in the gut is run, right? Because sometimes, here, when the second chakra goes, even if it's not necessarily a hungry cookie kind of vibe, I'm like, mama, say hi. If it goes, and it wants to leave out your back and move to Ohio, I shouldn't have said Ohio, Idaho, close enough, because Idaho, not anymore. I have eschewed such behavior. Mother wouldn't hear of it. She insisted I be a mystic. Then that's a no, right? What is it? What's the mantra? When it's a yes, nothing can stop me. If I'm unsure, it's always a no. At least for now, I add to that. So it's not about standards. It's about, second chakra, work, Svadhisthana, right? That's Svadhisthana. Sahasrara, Svadhisthana. I always get the second and the crown confused because they sound alike. I think I'm allowed, considering Sanskrit's not my first language, and nor is it anybody's from being a dead language at all. Yes, Latin is my first language. Oh, esti mustis unta. Sorry. A weird memory for languages, just not names. So someone hit me up with another question before we do our thing. I'll take one more question, and I'm sure hundreds have gone by, but you can't, you know. He also says that the person of your dreams can become the person of your nightmares. Yeah, but that's what the ego does. I make that my new intro. Hi, other soul in a body. Hi, other soul in a body. Hi, me in another body. It's just like me looking at me because we are. No, that's not good flirtation. That's just not. You know what good flirtation is? It's like this. Hey there. Don't do that either. Don't do that either. People say be yourself, but I don't know. Some guys need to. It's horrible. The other thing is don't take it all so damn seriously. It's the ego that makes it the most important thing in the world. It wants to put our salvation into somebody else, and that's not where it lies. It's not. Everything you need is within yourself. That's still true. It's annoying, but it's still true. Why, thank you, Between the Worlds. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Ma, what song is that? She knows. She's a historian. But right now I've got the from Animaniacs. Oh, Warner Brothers, we and the Warner sister. You love me if you kissed her. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Christina. Woo! Yeah. I said, well, actually, Eckhart Tolle says that true love is when you sense your presence in somebody else, right? Where it's not that mirror, it's almost a cohabitation, almost a bilocation kind of experience. And I've had that. And I really thought I had that with Farm Boy, but we shall see. When you see yourself looking through somebody else's eyes at you. Oh, it might just come with my work. I don't know. Whatever. We're all one, blah, blah, blah. This idea of one special person really doesn't float in higher dimensions of awareness and consciousness, but it's a stage along the journey. So this idea of one perfect person is understandable for the level we are at, but we're going to realize that there's only one soul at some point, and we're all mates in that one soul ship. So soulmate means, I might pull up no. That almost sounded like oi mate pull up manure, didn't it? Yeah. Not what I meant. Where does human design come into play with love magic? Now, hold on a second. Do you mean human design the chakra system using the I Ching and astrology. Now, this is specifically for Lisa. Everybody chill out for a minute, because is that the human design you are referring to? Because I'm familiar gently with that. I have one of their books upstairs. I have to keep my eye out for Lisa's reply here while I'm reading everybody else. Okay, you know exactly what I meant. The bilocation thing, gotcha. Mandala dreaming, I probably no. Okay, just wanted to check. So the human design, oh, so like free will. Everything is written in the divine plan. It's all in the divine design. All of our mistakes, every possible variation on a theme is stitched into the fabric of the greater reality called the quantum field, constantly fluctuating. We zoom in and out of different timelines with the blink of an eye nowadays. Well, look at how much stimuli and how much vibration we experience in one day, not even taking into consideration the empathic piece of all of this, feeling everybody's everything, right? So, and it's not like I'm sad, therefore I'm in the sad timeline. No, you are purifying that sadness, that heartbreak, that grief, what have you, out of your energy field as part of building pressure to move to the next level of evolution. And we each have a highly individualized curriculum. So Love Magic can be a brilliant, and this is key here, remember this if you can, is a brilliant psychological tool to hand it over to the divine. Because if you are too focused on an outcome, what does that feel like? When is it coming? What isn't coming? And you start adorning yourself with more and more ideas and concepts and readings and all the, I almost burnt my hair. God forbid. Oh my God. Call 911. No, it's like, no, yes, this is what I want. Here is my heart's desire, and perfect love in a perfect way. A perfect partner is here to stay for the well-being of all and with harm to none. A king for my queen, a queen for my king, a knight for my prince to wear true love's ring. My husband, my wife, a true love will sing. Find him, bind him, and to my side bring. That's a little intense at the end, but I stole that shit from Charmed and rewrote it, okay? That's the one where Paige was the evil enchantress, right? You give me a rhyming couplet, I can rewrite it. Spell work. You know what that is? That's just, come on, do it right. Do it right. No, do it right. Stunning. Oh, Sabrina Spellman, eat your hooved heart out. Oh my God, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I love you all so much. So this is what we're going to do. You got to rock, not the country. You got to rock. I've got one here, but I'm going to be using this little thing that a student of mine gave to me about a decade or so ago. It's just, this old thing. I call it the torch Ariel now. It's been called many things, but it is the torch of Ariel, hence torch Ariel. And it is the light of the archangel. By the way, did you know that the archangel Ariel is the archangel of Lyons? So everybody get yourself comfy. When I worked with the Ashai monks back in, 1998, when we started Drawing the Circle Productions, they taught me about praise circle. That the highest vibration that we can attain, at least consciously, deliberately, is unconditional love, but it's very hard to reach all at once. Agreed? Everybody feel unconditional love. No. So since that is hard to reach and maintain all at once, you go right under that to the vibration of gratitude. But gratitude has to be authentic in order for it to work. In other words, I am so thankful for the state of the world right now. Yeah, the idea is there, but the vibe isn't. So if you're having trouble catching that whiff of, because you have to actually feel it for the energy to move, that gratitude doesn't always cut it. So you go underneath that to what they call the open doorway to the upward spiral that will take you through gratitude up into the higher octaves of love with praise. Now, praise can be like for instance, I like these kind of lighters because I don't have to flickety flick, flick, flick. You start with something simple. You start with, I like coffee. I like tea. I like the boys, and the boys like me. Right? I like the color purple, both the actual color and the movie and the book, actually. I like witch movies. I like chocolate chip cookies. So where you are right now, and you can type them if you like, just start with I like or I praise. Because I almost said I like Paris in the springtime, but that's a song and I ain't never been in this life. I like beeswax candles. I like facials of different kinds and varieties. I like mud masks. I like overtone purple for brown coloring conditioner. I like Elvinar, right? I like summer breezes because they make me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. I like cobalt blue glass. Now, how do you feel? Scale of 1 to 10, just doing that. Just focusing on what you like. It's not hard. Scale of 1 to 10, I'm around a 6 or a 7. You with me? Let's move it up to gratitude. What are you thankful for? What are you grateful for? What am I thankful? I'm so thankful for my home. I'm thankful that I own my home. I'm thankful that I have enough space to work here and walk away from my work. I'm thankful that my cats are safe, my boys, my sons, Sebastian, Balthazar, and Melchior. I'm very thankful for that. I'm very thankful that I have a happy relationship with my parents, both alive and deceased. I'm very grateful for the path of true love because it's given me everything I need to learn, heal, grow, and evolve. And that wasn't easy, but the curriculum was already written for me. I just had to take each step as I went. I'm very thankful for my teachers, from Louise Hay to Shakti Gawain and Carolyn Mace and Matt Kahn and Wayne Dyer and Abraham Hicks and Dr. Hugh Lan, and I mean, on and on and on. I'm thankful for Terry Pratchett novels. God, did he save my life. I'm thankful for Sheryl Crow albums. God, did they save my life. Oh, Globe Sessions, please rip my heart out. Right? How you feel? What's your number? 1 to 10. I'm circling 8. What do you love? Who do you love? Well, I love my mom. God, I love my mom. Can't wait to see her. 2 weeks. I'm going to go see her. A couple weeks. I love my boys, my cats. Oh, I love waking up with them around me in the morning. I'm starting to well up. I love the new friends that I'm making that the gods are throwing at me, quite like the millennial ninjas. I love laughing with friends on the phone first thing in the morning. Catching up with people. I love honey in my coffee in the morning. And I love men with gray eyes because they're different. I kind of love being different. And I love all that I've learned from being different. I find it's better than charging off the ledge with lemmings. I love that I'm unique. I love being Mark Angelo Lyons. He's really well written. I love being me. What's your number? I think if your eyes start to well, you're pretty damn close to a 10. And so it's this energy that we're going to focus into the stone, the rock, that it be a touchstone of love. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. And call to mind those things that you love, those people, those places, those things. I love it when the first kiss tells you everything that you need to know right in that moment. Oh, I love when they lean in and they smell good. I love when the bodies fit together, even for a hug. like two pieces of a puzzle that hadn't met yet. I love that feeling of connection. And I love that moment of vulnerability where you nearly hold your breath as intimacy starts to unfold. I love that mystery and I love that thrill. It's simply dizzying. It's adrenaline and dopamine and endorphin just dancing through the bloodstream. That's the sacred vine of Dionysus. That's the sacred wine of ecstasy, that moment. And I love it. I love love. So I cleanse, consecrate, and empower this stone with love, that it may be a touchstone and amplifier and a transmitter of the finest substance, the clearest vibration, the holiest, most fulfilling, and most dangerously transforming thing that is at the core of all things. I cleanse and consecrate and empower this stone with the vibration of love. And I intend to polish it regularly by just simply sitting with it, holding it to my chest, and remembering what I praise, what I am grateful for, and who and what I love. Because I love my work too. As much as I love being kissed, I love my work. And I love my creativity. And I love my gift for gab. And I love my twisted sense of humor. So I am worthy of the love that I seek. But I ultimately am the love that I seek. And I intend to be the love that I seek. Then everything else is icing on that particularly delicious cake. Now that's a spell. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As I will it, so let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. Love magic. Simpler, better. No dolls, no pins. No dripping wax over somebody's name. No cutting a potato in half, putting a lock of their hair in it, taping it back up and burying it under your bed. I've found some weird ones along the way. And really, if any of you can find the love spell from the novel Merrick by Anne Rice, you'll see what I mean by an absolutely terrifying love spell. That ain't a love spell. That ain't a love spell. That's a control and dominate spell. That's just cray-cray. Ooh, I mean, I am a good spellcrafter, man. That's why I teach it. Oh, and by the way, I looked at Skillshare. The videos that they have are like 5 to 10 minutes long. I have to find a better platform for it. If anybody knows of a good video platform, I might end up doing it on Zoom. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out one step at a time. Just saying. Oh, and if any of you didn't catch, go watch the video anyway. This oil that I use, my attraction oil, my love potion here, it's a half essential blood orange and half peppermint. It's really good, based on a Sicilian recipe. So no Funko Pops. No, I wouldn't. Somebody actually got me a bobblehead doll of myself, but my cats knocked it over and broke the head off. I took that as a sign. But wouldn't you love to have a Funko Pop now? Wouldn't that be fun? With his hands in like mudra positions, like, doing that. Put me next to Katya. At least I'd finally get to hang out with her for a little bit. I'm afraid I would overwhelm Katya. If you don't know who she is, why are you watching my channel? Ekaterina Petrovna Zamolodchikova, but your dad just calls her Katya. Yes, of course I ripped off my sign-on from her. Hi. Okay, so Oh, it is 1:02:12. We accomplished that which we set out to do in a somewhat decent amount of time. If you were to make an essential oil spell, it would start with, and I love basil oil, but basil, I have to say, I use for self-love now. It's such a pure, clean scent, and its element of fire, Mars energy, actually. I love basil. Like, to me, pesto itself is magic. All right, I love me some gnocchi pesto. Oh my God, I haven't had a good gnocchi pesto, and it feels like a decade. Oh, all right, we're on the hunt for good pesto now. It's this time of year. It should work. With harm to none, with harm to none. Yeah, with harm to none. You know, here's my thing. Like, I adopt, I should say, the Wiccan reading. Harm not, do what you will, but not because I'm a nice guy. It's because I understand the quantum. So it's really out of self-preservation. And I'm from New York. That's definitely part of it too. Because there's enough going on here anyway. But I can't bear this idea. Hexing the moon and the fae. Really? I don't even want to, like, that's as much about that as I want to comment. But how do you do that and harm none? How do you hex the fae and harm none? Oh, man, they will steal your babies for 7 generations, raise them in the other world, bring them back. They're 45 years old in a 2-year-old body. Great fun. Have fun raising that. Do not mess with the fae. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. Oh, God. Gnocchi, hey! It's a good name for a girl. This is my daughter, Gnocchi. She will be in therapy as she ages. I love you all so much. I really do. Like you guys are a manifestation of love for me. You are. You get me, and it feels good to be gotten. What? You know what I mean? People have crossed our path. We are lucky. We are so balanced. Oh, yes. Balanced might be subjective, though. I'm just going to say there are people in my family that you said, you know, if you met them and you say, you know, your son, your brother, your cousin, whoever, you know, Mark, he's just so well balanced. They would look at you like, well, what's your context for balanced? And I come from very intelligent people. That thought would probably bounce around their cerebellums faster than a Wi-Fi signal. Oh, God. Yes, soul family. I am going to be signing off. Thank you, everybody who super chatted me tonight. It's all helping. I'm really looking for. I'm going to get the pen board, the 6 foot by 4 foot pen board mounted, because I want to teach on camera somehow. So that's like an essential part of me to do that in the style, because I like to draw. I have horrible art skills, but that doesn't mean I don't like to write stuff on a board. Of course I do. I'm a teacher. And so that I can take it up and put it down. A friend of mine's going to install that. So that takes some money. But I do have to find a video platform. Masterclass. I don't think I'm ready for Masterclass. I think they have to invite you to do something there. But it looks like a Skillshare. I don't know that that's my right platform. So if anybody knows of one, hit me up. Send me an email or a private message. I'm going to keep looking. Or look at Skillshare if you find that there's somebody on there. I don't know. Just the original idea felt good, but I don't know if it's going to play out. We'll see. Alrighty, my darlings. Yeah, Zoom is probably going to be what I end up doing. Anyway, I love you all so much. Have a good night's sleep. Tomorrow night, right here, we will be actually casting a love spell together. Now, I don't know what that love spell is yet. But if you are on the Mark Angela Lyons, Mal for short, Facebook group, I will give you details as they come in terms of what you will need. I will say this, the moon's going to be in Libra, so we're probably going to work with something scented. So whether it's a scented oil or incense, I have rose incense. That's probably easy to get unless you don't have it. Right, it's fine. We'll work something out. And remember, those are just props for setting the stage. But do think about what it is that you want in terms of a romantic thing, because we are going to be doing the romantic. What if we did a spell? Ooh, see, this is how it begins. What if we did a spell to clear the path to bring to us our happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, romantic, sexual soulmate partner? I'll think about that. I'll come up with a lovely rhymer or something. Cool. Ooh, how exciting. I love you all so much. Have a lovely, lovely evening. Please say it with me so that we are all doubly blessed. Hail, farewell, and blessed be. Nighty night all.